2018. Now, on this video, on this archive gallery, we've got more true photos that are coming in and footage showing across the world of the skies that are still continuing to be chemtrailed. They're spraying the area in front of the sun and across our skies. Now, this is becoming much more evident because as we go through the months, they are doing this much more. So please again, watch this video very carefully as we see what is going on, because the truth needs to come out. Okay, we've got a short video coming in from Lee Newcomb from Wellingborough here in the UK. He states in his email, it is like an eclipse. The sun rose this morning in the UK on the 7th of the 1st 2018, and it just was so dull. And then during the later morning it just brightened up. It was a complete different colour, like a white light source in the sky. Let me just play this video that Lee sent in. See, again, on this video that Lee sent in, we are seeing the real sun. We're seeing that it's dimming. And then we see this huge light through the day, different colours. Now, I'm going to move on to other images, and thank you for your respect, your kind email, sending this footage in. We've got this next attachment coming from Ruger Lover. Now, this kind subscriber, her and a partner are always scanning the skies, and to the northeast there is a pink reflection, a pink haze. Can you see the plasma to the right side? And then it cuts through strangely like a line, and then we're seeing to this side this pink reflection still that's beaming through from Wormwood. Now, this celestial body has entered our solar system. It's causing problems to our ocean levels. It's causing problems with earthquakes. There's many things that are happening now around the world, and we need a voice to speak out, because this is absolutely 100% happening now. I've had about 10 different emails this morning from the UK explaining that there was a white object above the area of the sunrise and then disappeared like a star. Now, something is going down because many people are seeing this, and then they started to chemtrail very heavily through the 10 AM skies. Now, we are seeing a dimness of the sun. It's so obvious now. Let me move to another image. We have another fantastic photo that's coming from John Smith from Kentucky. Now, he states in his email as well, 2 suns that rose. Now, look at the 2 different light colours. In the middle you've got this dimmer colour here, and then it's another separate colour. Now, John sent a video in as well showing this. He saw this with his own eyes, no camera trickery. He is absolutely amazed that people are not looking up. Okay, now I'm going to play this video because it's important to show you that pink haze as well. It's still there, it's not going away. It's been there for a number of years now, and it is getting stronger.
We have 2 sunrises again. There's one. There's the other.
Okay, now I just feel it's important for everybody to get their videos onto screen. We've got to think out the box and continue the work. So again, John, thank you for this video, and please keep safe too. We've got this next attachment that's coming from Sonia. Now, Sonia is in the other part of the world, and she's very worried about this, and she wants government to speak out. She wants someone to speak out about this. She's had enough, and she's very worried. She's been observing the skies for many years, and in January she stated in an email that it is dimming. There is a darkening. She didn't see many of chem planes, but she can see that the sun, the area that you can see on the screen here to the left side, is dimming. Temperatures are changing, she states as well, and even the wildlife are acting very strange. Now, around about them times, she notices car headlights on, and she notices there is people that are still not looking up. And it's worrying her. It really is. It's worrying a lot of us, because we can see this change of the colour of the sun and the dimming of the skies. So thank you for this fantastic image, because these are genuine photos. Now, Sonia took this photograph as well outside, just outside the porch. You can clearly see, can't you, this reflection. But what amazes me, that when this reflection starts showing itself, and it's beaming a lot stronger now, and it is indeed getting bigger. Look how they put this haze in front of it. This is this is chemicals to cover the truth. They try and hide it all the time. Look at the lines, look at the haze. And she states again that the sky is a different colour. It's strange. People are picking up this. Hypersensitive. This is what it's called. You're going to pick up on things. Look at the rooftop here. The colour of the so-called sun is the wrong reflection. It's supposed to be the yellow sun that we're seeing in our skies. So again, thank you for this attachment. Now, on this next photograph, I mean, again, North America is being hammered with chemtrails. I'm getting emails from Australia as well. They're being seriously hammered. Even Japan. I'm going to show you some images shortly from Japan as well. Now, please remember the past skies, the history from back in 1980s. The skies indeed weren't like this when the area that we believe to be the sun is rising. But, again, it's very dim. Can you see this pink reflection that's coming through? Now, indeed, I do speak about wormwood. Revelation 8:1:1. But it's true. This object has made its way back. Now, I do understand that there's many people there that are still trying to get their head round this. I don't wish for everybody to believe me, but what I see in the skies is a big change. And studying and researching about wormwood as well, and the situations that will happen, it is so evident that something is going on. Has the earth tilted? Because if it comes off its axis, or it's moved out of its orbit, it will cause a huge problem. Now, look at the roofs here as well. The reflection is far too much different now. Michelle Lee from Toronto took this photograph as well, showing you the differences. Before the sunrise, she states in her email as well, this area that you can see is getting much stronger, this light beam, this reflection. Can you see how they chemtrailed the area as well? Look at this orange reflection here from another object that's reflecting through the skies. There is indeed clean technology that's covering the truth. We do see the halo through the skies, but again, they do say it is ice crystals. Now, here in the summer just gone, we saw many halos in the sky. The temperatures were quite high as well. Do not believe that it's ice crystals. Anyway, let's move to the next image, and thank you for sending this photo in. Okay, now we've got this other subscriber that sent this image in as well. Now this is very important to speak out, because Jason from San Francisco took this image at work, pointing his camera towards the skies. He states in his email as well that without the camera he's looking around, even to the other side it is dark. Now look at the sun. Now look at it, it is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, getting darker. This image only came in 25 minutes ago. Now, the reason why I explain about the timing when these photographs get sent in is because these images are fresh, they're brand new, and they are being provided to you to show you the truth. We are still seeing these strange lines and formations through these chemtrails. Can you see the area to the top right hand corner? It's very, very dark. Now we saw this sun on the 16th of October 2017 here in the UK. In the Philippines they saw this, and again in Africa they saw this, and other parts of the world. It is dimming. I believe the simulator, the reflector, isn't being used here. Now again, I did explain and ask for people to send emails in from lower populated areas outskirts of big towns and cities. And indeed, like on the photograph, you are seeing the truth. The big cover-up. Here in the UK, they do use the reflector. Many parts of the USA, many parts of across the world, they're seeing the white object in the sky. This has been well caught. So thank you for this. While still at work, Jason took this photograph as well for us all to view and see. Very unnatural skies. Now, again, you're looking at this strange object now, rising in the skies. Can you see the shape of this now? Like the other photograph, you saw the yellow sun. Can you see this pink haze around the outer area? This covering up. Look at all this again, all unnatural cloud formations. I still get emails saying that they can see strange formations in the sky. Let me move to the next photograph. Okay, now Jason stepped out of his motor vehicle and he stood back to take another image. And he's noticed, as well as saying in an email, that is too dark. Above the area that you see this rising, it's beginning to get very black, but he's seeing a different colour as well. He can see this with his own eyes. Look at this dark colour here. And again, all chemtrails, a dimness on the ground, and they are still continuing to use this device. Every single day it's being used. Okay, we do see a lens flare, it's quite common, but what we need to take notice of is this dark area above in the sky, because again, if this was our sun, we would see blue sky everywhere. But indeed, in them areas, you're seeing this strange formations, chem lines, and again a haze. This strange colour that's reflecting on the ground as well is very artificial. Thank you for these attachments. Now, these have just come in just moments ago. Jason is taking these images right now. You can see Jason just down here on the left hand side, another fantastic member of our community. Now, look on the ground. Can you see this dimness? Look at this object. Can you see how dull it is? Now, Jason wants you to see this. It's very important. Many chem planes, and they're still hammering across the world. It is an agenda. And also, just above, it's very important to see these dark shadows. Also, again, people are emailing saying that it's quite easy to see the sun now, to see this object. It's not hurting their eyes through certain parts of the day. Now, again, when that reflector is behind the atmosphere up above, showing when you see those chemtrails below, it does seem brighter, as those chemicals cause it to look like it is, if it is our sun, but it isn't. There's no black dots, there's no chems in front of it, and again, it is strange, isn't it? We're seeing all this in the skies, and it is a huge agenda. Thank you very much for these attachments. Okay, we've got this next attachment, this panoramic from the Flying Turtle 1968. This kind gentleman that's out as many times as possible, scanning those skies, showing you this big difference. These images are coming from Japan. Now, look at the sky. It's so evident what they're doing. They're smothering the skies to hide the truth. To the right hand side, you can see clearly that reflector. It is wrong, the different colour of the sunrise. Look at all this as well. Lines in the skies to cover the truth, because when this reflector's rising, this that you see on the screen will move slowly, being controlled to cover the truth every single day. Now, also, this kind gentleman's explaining that the plant life, things seem to be deteriorating, and he's going to keep an eye on this as well. Let me move to the next photograph. Now, what he's done is as well, he's took his time here. He's managed to take images as well of when the sun is to the other side here. Look again, all this haze. All this that's being sprayed. Now, people say as well on their emails that they say that, oh, it's the chemtrails that are dimming the sun. It's the chemtrails that are causing this reflector and making everything dark. Well, indeed it isn't. Because this photograph just shows you exactly what's going on. You can clearly see it. There's not many chems, but you do see the chems. But the dimming of the sun and using this reflector that is the wrong colour is showing the darkness, proving that there's an object, a celestial body I believe to be wormwood, that's in front of the area of the sun. It's eclipsing it, and it is continuing to eclipse the area that we see of the sun. So please be observant to look at the skies and look at your surroundings. You will see this darkness. This is the last image from this fantastic friend from Japan, showing you this haze in the skies, and the colour is completely different. It is darker as this area of this object is rising. Now behind this object will be our sun. And if they didn't do this, everybody would become aware of the truth. They would know something is wrong. They will start asking questions. And again, this is a cover-up. Okay, this has happened many a times, because as I spoke through the images, this kind friend from Japan has sent this image in as well. He's making his way back home, but he's still sending these images in. You can see again these chem planes, this haze, these strange lines in the skies. So it's so evident that this agenda is happening all across the world, and we have to speak out. Speaking out is important for humanity. This is another true image just been sent in from the Flying Turtle 1968. Can you see again this reflection? It's fluorescent. Our sun in the past was not like this. Look at all these strange formations to the left hand side. Chem lines all the way down. No natural clouding. Again this blue reflectant light, again showing this white light source, this dimming. No chems in front of this area of this object. Indeed, something is going on. Still, the news media are not saying anything. Okay, with this photograph as well, it is clear that something is wrong. Now, this area here, as I said, when you see these chems, these chemicals being sprayed, this reflector starts becoming brighter in the sky. Look at this, where they spray again to try and make it thicker. As this reflector is rising, these chems are being produced to also try and make it brighter again. Now, if you look closely as well, down on the horizon, we're seeing a pink haze. Something else is here. There's many objects that are being hidden. Can you see the dark areas just above? And it does continue to get darker through the day, and then HAARP starts spraying and covering up, caking the whole skies with poisons. Now, I did a video early hours of yesterday morning of the moon. I zoomed in on some of the images showing these strange formations. Now, I tried to enhance the video a bit more so we can get a clearer shot, because when you look at the images that Google provide on the photos of the moon, when you try and zoom into them, it only goes so far. You can't go right down to the ground showing the formations. But using a camera and a telescope, you can get a bit closer. Now, on the video as well, I showed as well of a crater that was darkened to the right side, that NASA does blot out images and photographs so you don't catch anything. The line is too straight in that shadow of that crater. There's other formations as well. Now, I took the video down, but I will put it back up shortly, because I just thought, and I wanted to try and enhance those images a bit more for people to see, but you can just see the strange shapes and formations. But I will again put that back up, because I find it's important, because I zoom into many things to try and pick up in images. And this is why these people are sending these photographs in, because they can see a big change. They can see a difference. Sadly though, humanity are being dumbed down. They're listening to the weather channels across the world, and they're just listening to lies. You only have to just take a look outside to notice the formations. But because they've believed that lie, that's created a bigger lie upon a bigger lie, it's got to a point that they do look at this and they think they're just clouds. I'm going to move to another photograph, because this chap, he is absolutely by 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, working very hard to show you the differences. He's a true believer of wormwood. He's studied books, he's looked into it heavily, and he is not going to stop. He's seen those objects in the skies. Many of you have. We're all here as a big community working very hard. This is a public channel, and this is for you. Let's move to the next image. People from Mexico are also seeing the changes, seeing the differences, and they are again indeed very worried how this object in the sky is causing this darkness. They've not seen this before. Look on this photograph from Delia. This kind lady is showing the chems and this dimness. Now look at this balcony here. You can see the reflection is wrong. It's too dim. Very, very dark. We've got this kind person as well, Alicia, that's sending these images in from Colorado. Can you see, again, what she explains in an email as well, that she's seeing that white reflector in the skies. But then taking a look at the other side, as I've said in the past, you can see this strange reflection, this dimness on these cloud formations. You can see again, it is not a true natural colour from the sun. Here's another photograph from the same kind subscriber explaining in her email that there is a dark sky above. You see this lowered cloud formations, but all that haze that's been sprayed across the skies early hours of the morning. She states again that they had been hammering the skies, and it produces this dark shadows. Alicia Weber also sent this photograph in. Making her way back home, she sees this pink haze in the northeast skies. Now, in the email, she states she's been watching the channel and listening to what we're saying, and she is absolutely adamant that this is happening. She sees the area of the soul that goes down, but to the right side, this pink haze moves across the sky and disappears before the sundown. Now, please keep an eye on this pink reflection. Here in the UK, when the sun goes down, look to the other side and you can see that pink haze. Okay, we've got these three attachments that are coming through from 36 Pace. This other kind friend from the community working very hard, and he states in his email that these are unnatural, but I still get people sending messages through saying you're just showing clouds. These are just natural clouds. But on the next photograph you'll see those chem planes that are hiding up there, spraying to make this thicker. Here is the photograph. We're seeing the same formations all across the world. Now, can you see the chem line just here? This is not a passenger airline, because when you look closely, I'll just zoom into this area. You can clearly see, can't you? Those are chems. The heavy amounts of aluminium and other fibres that are just being produced land on the ground, and it causes this thick haze in the skies. So thank you for these attachments. Now I just got this next image sent in as well, just moments ago, showing the formations, the chemtrails. So what I'm saying is, this is a kill shot image showing you what they do. Look at this, to this, and then here again you've got more chemicals being spread across the skies. Carol Punches from Las Vegas took this image in not so long ago, showing these changes again. Look at this chem formation. All of it again is to hide the truth. Dark skies, chem planes, and we've got this yellow strange colour that's rising in our skies. Now this will be our natural sun that's rising. You can clearly see that orange fleck, but as it rises with all this that's been sprayed across our skies, they will do the switch, and then you will see that white object rising that's there above our Earth's atmosphere, the solar shield, again covering the truth. Let me show you the next photograph that's coming from Vegas. Many people are reporting this through email as well, seeing these strange formations that just stay there as this object is rising in the skies. Can you see again this orange fleck reflection that's cutting through? Look at these strange lines all across our skies. As this again object will rise in the skies, please be aware and look at the area of the sky. It's far too dark. Here is the image that's zoomed out. Now indeed, as I just said, it is far too dark. This is a sunrise, but again look at this colour that's cutting through. They don't want you to see the dim sun, the orange sun that's been seen in the past. They will make the switch. It happens every single day. So thank you for these attachments, and please keep safe. We have indeed many friends in Florida sending photographs in all the time. Now, this image has come in from Jacksonville. Now, on the photograph, on the sundown, we do indeed have this strange pink colour that's still reflecting through. Look at all this. These are just chems that have just been covering our sky all afternoon through the day, and on the sundown we get this all the time. When Kimberly was taken away home, she noticed the skies, and she noticed the white plasma that you see here, and then this pink haze that's in front of our soul. This colour that's beaming through is from another object that's made its way back. Now, again, I do explain this, and I do go through this quite many of times, but it's true, this is indeed a cover-up, and I shall carry on until we see those heavenly bodies. These attachments are coming from Maxwell from Arizona, showing the differences, showing that reflection in the sky, and again, indeed, chem lines being spread to hide the truth. Now, what Maxwell has done is caught the image of the switch, of the dim sun that was rising, and then you're seeing this white object from the simulator, this man-made device, this switch, and then this rises in the skies. And indeed, these chem formations will make it much more brighter, as you can see on the screen. As Maxwell is taking more photographs, he's noticing the dimness on the ground. Now, he's new to the channel, and he's been watching the videos. He's watching other fantastic videos as well on different channels, working very hard. Now, indeed, he is now noticing that halo. You can just see it now if you look carefully on the screen. All this again is unnatural. He still can't believe to this very day that people are not taking any notice of the skies. Look just to this right hand side, there's a blue colour here, and I believe again they use different chemicals to try and hide the blue sky. This is a huge cloaking cover up. Everything you see on the screen is chemicals and an agenda, the Agenda 21. Now, as I've said before, there's many people that send emails in that are in the military, and they study the skies. They've been around the world and seen the differences. And indeed, when they take these images now and notice what's going on, they are also saying there is a difference. They're speaking out. Look at this chemline. Look at the changes. And all again is just thickness of chemicals. You've got that yellow haze that's down just to the lower bottom area here from our sun, but this reflector is starting to take control and beaming this artificial light source onto the ground. April D 7391 sent this photograph in as well. Now, she is by 100% knowing there has been a big change. She's out as well, looking at the skies and noticing these strange formations, this strange light as well. This image again was just taken moments ago. Look at this haze, this different colour that's coming through, like we've seen on many other photographs. Look also at the ground. Can you see how dim it is? The snow. Now, years before, around about this time in the morning, you would see a white, bright colour of the snow. Natural colours. They're missing. They're not there anymore. This is a genuine image, just like all the other images that I've scanned through, checked, and I will show the real photos. Look at the dimness of the sky. There has to be more photos to be shown as we continue this, because people need to now look up. I'm here to carry on, and I won't stop. It is important. So thank you for this attachment. This is the other photo that April sent in as well, showing you the differences, showing you that they are spraying heavily all across our skies. Everything you see on the screen is from HARP. Look at this pink haze here as well. Just fantastic images. We've got these attachments coming in from Ras Al. Now, look at their skies as well, because of having up to 10 people from Africa sending emails in saying that they're seeing the skies like this. Every morning there's a haze, chem lines, chemtrails. So it is happening across our world. This is Ras's next image. To the right hand side we're seeing this white reflector. Look at the haze. No natural cloud formations, crisscrosses in the sky from military planes, spraying to cover up the truth as it causes all this. Our atmosphere is being caked. Here on this next photograph as well that was sent in by this kind person, showing you that the haze in the sky is continuing all across the world, and it's important to get images and photos from many different parts. Joan from Hertfordshire in the UK took this image just moments ago, but it is a very important photograph because what we're seeing is a couple of things: dark skies, dark blue skies, this haze, and we're getting that orange reflection to the left side. We've got the area of this reflector. Can you see the colour of the reflector, the white light area here? But our natural sun, can you see again this red haze to the left hand side? We've got two colours in the sky being caught on this photo. Dim on the land as well for that time of the day. Thank you for this photo, Joan, and big respect to you. Joan also describes in an email the switch, where we're seeing the red haze here, and then we're seeing this white reflector, this colour that's switching. It's covering it now. Look how dark it is, the blue skies. Look how dark the land is as well. Thousands of feet high chemtrails. We're seeing the changes now. The reflector and our sun. It's being covered. David Sigwart from Northern America took these images just moments ago. Now, again, I find it very important that people get their photographs shown on screen because you can see chem lines. I know the image is quite blurry, but it's important to show these. Let me move to the next photo. Indeed, these are very strange, aren't they? He states in his email, there was no plane, it just became like this. Okay, this is the last image for this video, but I'll produce more work later on this evening to show you the changes. Look at these lines again. Chemtrails to spread across the northern skies of America. I mean, there's images to still be shown from Brazil and far other places as well. The Netherlands, we've got mountains of photos to get through. So again, thank you for your respect for watching this video. I will produce the moon video very shortly again, as I've tried to get that enhanced a little bit more, but I felt that it was important